Right now at 6, fire tears through a Salem sanctuary.
The church is a building, but the church really is the people.
How authorities zeroed in on the suspected arsonist.
Plus, a dangerous inmate escaped and on the run. What we know about the man who slipped away from the Oregon State Hospital despite being fully shackled.
And the great school supply giveaway.
We want an equitable future and an equitable experience for all school children.
How many students you helped send back to school with what they need for success.
Good evening, everyone. And we begin with flames lighting up the night sky and a 5-alarm fire in Salem that forced a priest to evacuate and seriously damaged a historic Catholic church. Thanks for joining us. I'm David Molko.
And I'm Laurel Porter. The fire broke out early this morning, just 2 blocks from the state capitol. And tonight, one man is behind bars accused of arson. Our Catherine Cook joins us from Salem, where parishioners are grieving the loss. Catherine.
Laurel, they're devastated, and knowing that someone is now accused of starting the fire on purpose makes it hurt even more. Police arrested 48-year-old Billy Sweeten for arson. Crews say the fire started around 2:30 this morning in a dumpster, then spread to the roof. At one point, it became too dangerous for crews to fight the fire from the inside. They had to take a defensive approach. Thankfully, no one was hurt. They also kept the fire from spreading to several adjacent buildings. St. Joseph is a really big part of this community. Nearly 3,000 people attend Mass here in several different languages. It's also a school. The building was dedicated in 1953, but the parish itself has been meeting in Salem since the 1850s. As for the pastor, Father Jeff Mewson has only been at St. Joseph for 2 months. He's grateful for the community's support and prayers.
I am very sad that the church building is unused. I'm very relieved nobody got hurt. The church is a building, but the church really is the people.
And in spite of the fire, around 100 people met in the church parking lot for Mass this afternoon. They plan to do the same this weekend. Laurel and David, back to you.
Such a terrible loss. Thank you, Catherine. And now to an urgent warning from state police about an inmate who escaped from the Oregon State Hospital. Police are calling Christopher Lee Prey extremely dangerous after they say he stole a van last night and led state police on a chase down I-5.
All of that while shackled. Let's get right to Blair Best in Salem. So, Blair, any sign of him yet?
Not yet, David. Police are still searching for 39-year-old Christopher Lee Prey. He escaped the state hospital here in Salem around 10:45 last night. Now, he was brought here while facing some pretty serious charges, including attempted aggravated murder and assault. And that is why police are so concerned and want to find him as quickly as possible. Take a good look. This is him, Christopher Lee Prey. He's 39 years old and 6 feet tall, with brown hair and brown eyes. We're told he has stitches on his upper lip. When he escaped, he had on full restraints, including leg shackles, belly chain, and handcuffs. He was last seen wearing a white t-shirt, maroon sweatpants, and black rubber slippers. A spokesperson for the state hospital tells us Prey had an altercation with another patient at the hospital last night and needed to be taken to a local emergency department. When he got back to the state hospital, that's when he stole a white 2016 Dodge Caravan and took off southbound on I-5. Pictured here is what it looked like, but this is not the actual van. State police chased him but stopped due to safety concerns. They still don't know where he is, but believe he has ties to the greater Portland metro area.
I'm surprised anyone could escape from here.
Gabriel Garza has stayed at the state hospital before. He says getting out isn't easy.
20-foot walls, and it requires a key to get through. All the doors are locked with a key or electronic lock.
Though it's not clear if Prey was inside the hospital when he escaped. Now, court documents show Prey has a half-dozen pending criminal charges, including attempted murder, robbery, and assault charges from this past May. In another case, court documents show he's accused of robbing and shooting out the windows of a North Portland auto parts store last April. Now, last week, he was sent to the Oregon State Hospital for treatment after a judge ruled he was unable to stand trial on these charges. There are still many unanswered questions here, such as how was he able to escape with full restraints on? When we asked police, they told us they can be taken off with proper tools. It's unclear if that's what happened in this case. Meanwhile, Oregon State Hospital is conducting their own internal investigation. Now, we also want to point out here that state police didn't notify people about this until 12 hours after it happened. When we asked them why, they said they initially didn't know about his criminal history and that they notified people as soon as possible. Now, again, they say Christopher Prey is extremely dangerous, and if you see him or the vehicle he was driving, they say not to approach him, but to call 911. David, Laurel.
Yeah, really important reminder there. Blair Best in Salem. Thank you, Blair. Let's take you outside now on this Thursday evening where it is 65 degrees over the Rose City. Really a cool and damp ending to an otherwise hot and dry month of August.
Chris McGinnis is here with a first look at your Labor Day weekend forecast. Tell me it's not going to be all like this, Chris.
No, it's not. It's not. And it's interesting that David brought that up about it being hot and dry because I just ran the numbers. And you know what? This August, if it holds with the high and the low for today, which I think it will go down as the warmest month on record at PDX, surpassing last August. How's that after a cool, showery couple of days? Today, the rainiest of days that we've had in 10 weeks. It has been 73 days since PDX has seen this kind of rain. 44 hundredths at the airport, 62 hundredths of an inch of rain in Salem. The Dalles picked up a third of an inch of rain, and you know what? We're probably yet to add on just a little bit more before we're done. In fact, we are seeing more showers pop in portions of Cowlitz, Clark, Columbia, and Washington County, Yamhill County as well, and those showers are pressing off to the east. The steady soaking rain that we had early this morning has pushed now through the Cascades and into the Columbia Basin, so you folks are getting much needed rainfall as well, but there are still some more showers on the backside of that peppering us right now. The forecast for tomorrow, slight chance of showers. Otherwise, we warm it up and dry it out. I've got us at 80 tomorrow, and then guys, there are rain chances for the holiday weekend. I'll walk you through those coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Chris. Let's get to your headlines now. We're going to start with smoke from the Camp Creek fire, noticeable across much of the Portland metro today. The rainy, cooler weather, though, has kept that fire from growing in the Bull Run watershed over the last 24 hours. Despite that, crews say it is still burning and smoldering in the undergrowth. The blaze remains 0% contained. The Sandy Ridge wreck site and trail system there are now closed. Portland's water remains safe to drink.
In Southwest Washington now, teachers in both the Camas and Evergreen school districts remain on strike. It's the fourth day for Camas and the second for educators in Evergreen. We understand negotiations for both remain ongoing, but we haven't gotten any updates on progress. Negotiations are also ongoing in Battleground, where teachers voted not to strike and students are back in class.
To a problem that plagues many Southeast Portland neighborhoods, and today Congresswoman Suzanne Bonamici announced a $500,000 federal grant to study long delays from freight train crossings in Southeast Portland and to come up with solutions. One of the big trouble spots here where the tracks cross Southeast 8th and 11th Avenues, frustrating drivers and slowing first responders.
As we see the very exciting growth as well around the new OMSI district, it's going to be critical to address this and to find a safe way for people to get around.
The study is set to begin this December with recommendations likely coming in 2025.